Hello and welcome to History Through Question.
Today's topic is Governor General Lord Cornwallis, and the time period is 1786 to 1793. We already covered important point with reference to the Lord Cornwallis, and in the very last lecture we have covered the permanent settlement carved out by the Lord Cornwallis. So this is the very last part where we try to quickly recall the administrative along with the various other administrative reforms or various other reforms introduced by the Lord Cornwallis, and in the later part of this video we try to estimate the Lord Cornwallis reign as a Governor General, and we also try to understand the positives and the negatives of its reign. Okay, so let's start. The first and the foremost reforms introduced by the Lord Cornwallis is the Europeanization of the administrative services. That's the first and the foremost administrative reforms introduced by the Lord Cornwallis. Second is introduction of civil services. At the same time, various reforms were also introduced to purify it. It is because there are lots of corruption in civil services at that time. Steps were also taken by the Lord Cornwallis to improve the administrative as well, and that is why Lord Cornwallis is also known as the father of civil services in India. Father of civil services. For civil services, I use CS in India. So again, it's a factual information. If possible, please try to remember the same. Next is police system was introduced. Police system was introduced. Next, sovereignty of law, and all the officials will be responsible to the court. Sovereignty of law. Now law is supreme, that is the rule of law, and all the official, either it is of European or the Indian, responsible to the courts. We already discussed each and everything in detail. Now just quickly recall the same. Next is introduction of permanent settlement or the zamindari system in Bengal and Bihar in the year 1793. Next, Lord Cornwallis also introduced various reforms in judiciary in the very same year 1793 and setting up courts at the different levels. At the same time, separation of revenue administration from the judicial administration is also done under the reign of Cornwallis. Next, various district Fauzdari Adalat that were presided over by the Indian judges now abolished, and in their places four circuit courts were established. Now that was presided over by the European covenanted servants, and that was the very first administrative reforms, that is the Europeanizations of administrative services. So एक तो इंडियंस बहुत कम थे और जहां पे भी थे उनको भी हटा के नाउ यूरोपियन कोविनेटेड सर्वेंट्स उनको वहां पे सर्विस में रखा जा रहा था. नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज द कॉर्नवालिस कोड. Cornwallis introduced this code in the very same year 1793. Now let's discuss the important feature with reference to this code. This code was based on the concept of separation of power. Separation of power. Because earlier, before this separation of power, collector was having the revenue administration power along with the judicial and magisterial power as well. Now collector was the head of the revenue administration only, and district judges were appointed as the head of the judiciary at a district level. At the same time, various gradation of courts or gradation of civil courts was set up. Now earlier there was a distinction between the revenue and the civil cases. Now this distinction between the civil and the revenue cases were now abolished? It's because earlier both were under the command of collector. Now this code emphasizes upon the concept of separation of power, due to which this distinction between the revenue and civil case was also abolished. So this next topic is estimates, that is negatives and positives of Lord Cornwallis. If we compare Lord Cornwallis with his predecessors, that is the Warren Hastings or the Lord Wellesley, he was not as smart, but at the same time he enjoyed immense confidence. Now let's talk about some important characteristics or the positive elements of Lord Cornwallis. First and the foremost thing, is very dedicated towards his duty. So important thing. Next is having practical blend of mind, because each and every reforms or these steps introduced by the Lord Cornwallis, it shows an example of practical mindset. At the same times, Lord Cornwallis played an important role to bring peace and harmony by introducing various measures either in the administrative or the police or the judiciary spheres or the Next, Lord Cornwallis follows the assimilatory approach. Assimilatory approach in the sense that he used to work with various experts like Sir John Shore, James Craft, George Worley, etc. So it shows his assimilatory approach to work in a coordination with the various experts. Next, if we talk about his administration was highly successful, there is no doubt in it. At the same time, Lord Cornwallis also tried to solve Indian problem through Anglicization. So it was clearly visible in the land and revenue settlements, judicial or the police arrangements where the European servants are preferred or more preferred and Indians are not preferred. Let's talk about some negatives under the Lord Cornwallis. First and the foremost thing, Lord Cornwallis stressed upon the Europeanization of civil services, due to which he denying Indians in higher services. First point. Next, if we talk about the Anglicization, he has stressed upon the Anglicizations to solve the Indian administrative problems. So he tried to establish English institutions. English institutions. Let's try to understand with the help of an example. Let's say various judicial reforms introduced by the Lord Cornwallis that was in line with the English institutions, that is various English laws and courts are implemented to run the judiciary. So in this way he tried to establish the English institutions. But the problem is, although he emphasized upon establishing English institutions, but he denied Indians the very revolutionary English ideas such as the civil liberty, which was not given to Indians. At the same time, social equality was also not there. So these are the very basic ideas or the very basic English ideas denied to Indians, but at the same time he stressed upon establishing the English institution. So these are the negatives under the Lord Cornwallis. So we discussed each and everything with reference to Lord Cornwallis. As a Governor General, various administrative reforms, permanent settlements as positive, negative, each and everything. So with this we completed Governor General Lord Cornwallis. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching this. Have a good day and stay safe, and one more thing, happy Diwali.